The 2023 to 2024 NFL season is almost here, and I still haven't done my NFL record predictions. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do today. We're going to do the record prediction for all 32 teams in the NFL. Going to try to rush through it a little bit quicker. We're not going to do like a super detailed breakdown. I've been kind of away for a while, so haven't been really able to do much recording. So that's why I haven't done these yet. But before I get into it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and get on to it. So, starting out, I think the Colts are early on in the season going to go through some growing pains. I do honestly believe that Anthony Richardson can be a really good quarterback for them. I don't know what's going to be going on with their front office situation because obviously Jonathan Taylor requested a trade this offseason, and we don't know exactly what's going to be going on with that. Jim Irsay did say he's not going to be trading him, but we'll see what's happening. Um, so, but yeah, I am going to go ahead and go with the Jags just because, yeah, I know the Colts are at home, but early on for a rookie quarterback, it's hard to expect them to beat a team like the Jaguars, you know? So then week two, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Bengals. Joe Burrow should be back and healthy by then. Week three, Ravens. And again, guys, I'm gonna try to go through these pretty quick, so I'm not gonna take as much time as I did on that first game. Broncos versus the Raiders. That's kind of tough, honestly. Um, Jimmy Garoppolo should be healthy for that. It's tough to say whether Russell Wilson's going to have a bounce back year or not. I think it's very possible. I'll go ahead and give this one to the Broncos. I think they'll split, but I think the Broncos will win this one. Um, I'm going to go ahead and give this game to the Chargers. If Jalen Ramsey was healthy for that and could, defend the Chargers receivers a little bit better, I'd probably lean Dolphins right there. But having Jalen Ramsey out is a big loss for them. Then I'm gonna go ahead and go Bills right here. It's gonna be Josh Allen versus Aaron Rodgers on excuse me, on Monday Night Football, and I I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to immediately come into the Jet system and immediately light it up. I think it's going to take a few weeks for him to really get going. So, then we have the Lions against the Chiefs in Arrowhead. The Lions are a good team this year, but I have to go Chiefs right here. I do think the Lions can be a 10-win team, but that is a tough game for the Lions. So, I'm gonna lean Niners here. I'm actually gonna go Titans. If they hadn't signed DeAndre Hopkins, I'd probably lean Saints right there. But DeAndre Hopkins, I think, makes the difference for them in this game. Um, then I'm going Eagles. Cardinals against Commanders. That's tough. I think they're both pretty bad teams, if I'm being honest. I don't know the whole Kyler Murray situation. I feel like he should be back and ready to go week one, but I haven't really heard much confirming that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go Commanders right here. We've got Panthers at the Falcons. Um, I think where both teams have young quarterbacks, it's Bryce Young's very first NFL game and NFL start. Desmond Ritter hasn't started many NFL games. Um, I think it's going to be a lot of yards on the ground by both teams. I think I'm going to give the edge to the Falcons here just because, yeah, it's Bryce Young's very first game ever. Um, but I do think the Panthers are going to be a lot stronger later on in the season and will probably beat them the second game. Then we have the Bucks at the Vikings. I'm gonna go ahead and go Vikings right here. Then we have the Packers at the Bears. I'm not as high on the Bears as a lot of other people. I think they're probably a 6 or 7 win team this year. Packers are totally gonna depend on, you know, it's totally gonna depend on if Jordan Love is any good this year. Um, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go Chicago right here, but it's gonna be a close game. Then we have the Rams at Seattle. I'm gonna go Seattle right here. Then we go Cowboys. Okay, so going on to week 2. Let me go ahead and switch it over. All right, so now we have the Chiefs at the Jags. I think that's going to actually be a really, really good game, really close game, really high scoring game. I'm excited for that actually. I'm actually going to go ahead and give the edge to the Jaguars. I think they can be a really good team this year, and Trevor Lawrence is. Honestly, I think Trevor Lawrence could end up being a top 5 candidate for MVP this year. I really do. Then we have the Ravens at Bengals. I'm going to go Bengals right here. Ravens are a good team, but, Joe Burrow back and healthy with those stud receivers. I don't think the Ravens are going to stop him right now. Bills. I'm going to go Chargers right here. This next one, Colts at the Texans. This is really intriguing because it's both Anthony Richardson and CJ Stroud's second start in the NFL. Both on pretty bad teams, to be honest. Both with new coaches. This is really tough. Because I think Stroud is going to be better early on, but Anthony Richardson has more like crazy potential, if you ask me. I think I'm going to go Texans here. Um, then we have the Dolphins at the Patriots. I'm going to be just completely honest with you guys. I don't think the Patriots are going to be very good this year. Just being completely honest. So going Dolphins. Then we have the Browns at the Steelers on Monday Night Football. I'm going Steelers. I'm not real high on the Browns this year either, to be honest. We have the Jets at the Cowboys. This is a situation that I feel like if the Jets were at home, I feel like they could steal one against the Cowboys, but I think the Cowboys are just the much better team right now. I really do. Then we have the Commanders at the Broncos. Going Broncos. Going Eagles right here. Then we got the Bears against the Bucks. That's going to be a close game. I'm going to go the Bears, though. Then we have Packers at Falcons. I'm going to go ahead and go Falcons. Seahawks at Lions. That's going to be a good game. I feel like those teams are very, very evenly matched. I'm going to go ahead and go Detroit right there. But that's one I could definitely see going either way. Then we have the Niners at Rams. I'm going Niners. Then I'm going Giants. And then I think Bryce Young on Monday Night Football will get his first NFL win. It's a home game for him. It's a second game. He'll have some more time under his belt. And, yeah, I don't think he's going to let that, his first home game get away from him, if you ask me. But week 3, we have the Titans at the Browns. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Browns to win this one. We have the Jags, Ravens, Dolphins, Jets. This is a closer game. I think I'm going to go ahead and lean Steelers, though, if I'm being honest. Then we got Bills. This is pretty close, but I'm going to go ahead and lean Chargers. Chiefs. Bengals. And then we've got the Giants at the Niners. I'm going Niners. Then I'm going Lions. This is a closer game, I think, but I'm going to go ahead and go Packers. I think Packers go ahead and steal this. I think Seahawks end up beating the Panthers right here. I think the Panthers are going to start out pretty rough. They've got a pretty rough, first like 7-8 weeks of the season, and then easier games start coming in. So the Panthers probably are going to go on a good winning streak towards the second half of the season, but they're going to look pretty rough early on, if you ask me. Then we go Cowboys and Eagles right there. Okay, going on to week 4. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Bills. We'll go Ravens. I think the Ravens are the better team. I feel like every year there's 1 or 2 games that the Steelers should completely crush their opponent and just don't. They completely flop. This honestly could be that game this year. CJ Stroud has been looking good in training camp, and granted, I know it's just training camp, but I was high on him coming out of the draft. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. I really do. I'm going to go ahead and take the Texans with the upset, but that's going to be close. I have the Bengals beating the Titans right here. I have the Chargers beating the Raiders. I think this is going to be another close game, the Chiefs and the Jets. Aaron Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the Jets right here with the upset. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the upset there for the Jets. We go Jags. I think the Colts honestly come in and get their first win of the season. I don't think the Rams are a great team. I think a few weeks into the season, Anthony Richardson starts pulling it together. And with that run game with Jonathan Taylor, I don't think the Rams are going to be able to stop it. So then we have the Broncos at Bears. Both of these teams are kind of bad, if you ask me. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Bears. I'm going to go with the Bears here. Lions. I think the Panthers steal this one, but I could very well see the Vikings taking it. That's a close game. If it was in Minnesota, I'd probably lean the Vikings, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and go Saints right here, the Niners, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually take New York with the win right here. I think this is a game that Saquon Barkley just goes off for. Right here we have two 4-0 teams facing off each other. I'm gonna go ahead and go Buffalo, just because the Bills are, in my opinion, one of the best regular season teams out there. They're always really good in the regular season. It's just the postseason that they can't pull it together. So I feel like they'll be able to beat the Jags right there. Then I'm going to go ahead and have the Titans beat the Colts right here. Then we've got the Ravens at the Steelers. I think the Steelers go ahead and get the win at home. Jets beating the Broncos. Dolphins beating Giants. Texans winning, Falcons beating the Texans. Patriots finally get a win right here against the Saints. Bengals here still 5-0. Chiefs get a win right here. I think Packers go ahead and beat the Raiders right here. Or you know what? No, no, I'm gonna switch my mind on that one. I'm gonna get Raiders right there. I think Devontae Adams will have a really good revenge game against the Packers. So that'll be fun. I'm gonna go Washington right here. I think they go ahead and get the upset. I think the Bears are probably the better team, but I think Washington gets the win there. Um, right here, it's gonna be a tough game for the Panthers. They did run all over the Lions this last year. They scored or they put up almost 600 yards of offense last year, but it is a different season. I'm going to go ahead and go Lions right here. I think they're still on paper probably the better team. Panthers are still young and need to develop more. Then we have the Eagles, and I'm going to go Niners right here. I could very well see the Cowboys taking that one, though. Okay, and then we have the Chiefs. I say the Titans are going to go ahead and sneak one on the Ravens. It'll be close, but I think the Titans take it. If the Jags, I think the Raiders sneak out a second straight win. Panthers, Dolphins. This one I think is going to completely depend on if Jalen Ramsey is back or not. I think it's going to completely depend on that. If Jalen Ramsey is back, I think Dolphins win. If he's not, I think Panthers win. Because I think their receivers will be able to get open enough otherwise. I don't know. I don't know if he's supposed to be back by now or not. This is week 6. Um, Dang, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and say Dolphins right here, but if Ramsey is out, just know that I think the Panthers are gonna take it. Right here, I think the Seahawks are gonna upset the Bengals for their first loss. I think the Seahawks can pull off the upset. Then we get the Niners against the Browns. I think the Texans go ahead and upset the Saints. I really do. I think the Texans get an upset right here. Let me go Eagles. We'll go Bills. Bills bouncing back. Or no, they didn't lose last week. Not bouncing back, they're just continuing their win streak. I'm gonna go ahead and go Dallas right here. Yeah, I think Dallas wins that. I think the Falcons end up beating the Commanders. Lions beat the Bucks. Vikings beat the Bears. And I'm going to say Rams beat the Cardinals. Yeah. Okay. Jumping to week 7. I think the Patriots steal one against the Bills. I think they go ahead and halt the Bills' win streak and finally give the Bills a loss, essentially. Then I'm going to go ahead and go Browns right here. I'm going to go Chiefs. I think Jags beat the Saints right here. That's a close one, though. I could see the Saints pulling it off. But I'm going to go Ravens. This one's tough. I feel like these are pretty evenly matched teams right here. I'll go ahead and go Raiders. I don't think there's really anybody on the Chicago defense that can slow down Davante Adams. I really don't. I mean, you could argue maybe Jalen Johnson, but I think Devontae Adams is still putting up a $150 against him. I'm gonna go ahead and go Steelers right here against LA. I'm gonna say Green Bay wins this one. Let me say Eagles beat the Dolphins. I think the Bucks get a win against the Falcons. Giants beat the Commanders. Seahawks beat the Cardinals. And on Monday Night Football, I think the Niners beat the Vikings. Okay, week 8. We have the Jags against the Steelers. That's a that's a interesting game. I feel like it could be a close game because the Steelers have a really good defense, and it is in Pittsburgh. But I think I'm still gonna lean Jacksonville right here. That's a tough game for them. Dolphins end up beating the Patriots. Then we have the Chiefs beating the Broncos. Got the Bills taking on the Bucks. I think the Panthers end up beating the Texans. I say Jets beat the Giants. I think the Saints end up beating the Colts right here. Titans end up beating the Falcons. Say Seahawks beat the Browns. Ravens beat the Cardinals. I'm gonna say the Bengals get an upset against the Niners. That's a tough one to call, but I think the Bengals get the upset right there. Then we go Chargers win that one. Lions win this one. Go Eagles. Packers. You know what? We'll say the Vikings win that one. We'll say the Vikings win that one. And then Cowboys. Jumping into week 9. I think Steelers win that one on Thursday Night Football. We got the Chiefs. I think they beat the Dolphins. Bengals beat the Bills. We have we'll say the Jets end up beating the Chargers. Patriots beat Commanders. Browns beat the Cardinals. Ravens beat the Seahawks. Say Texans beat the Bucks. Say Panthers beat the Colts. Giants beat the Raiders. Vikings beat the Falcons. Saints beat the Bears. Say the Packers beat the Rams. And I'm gonna say the Cowboys end the Eagles' undefeated streak. So at this point, there are no longer any more undefeated teams in the league. So week 10, I think the Ravens beat the Browns. Bengals beat the Texans. I think the Colts get an upset against the Patriots. This is going to be interesting. This one is going to be Aaron Rodgers versus Devontae Adams. That could actually be kind of interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna give it to the Jets. I'm gonna give it to the Jets. Bills win that one. Then we got the 49ers. Got the Bucks. You know what? No, I'm gonna say the Titans win this one. Hold on. Sorry, my screen's all messed up. Sorry about that. Also, guys, I know my lighting right now is terrible. Um, Pretty soon I will be moving into a new apartment, so the lighting will be better for that, hopefully. So, sorry about that, but it will get better. Um, I think Steelers beat the Packers right here. I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say the Chargers beat the Lions right here. I'm gonna say the Panthers beat the Bears. Vikings. Yeah, Vikings beat the Saints. Falcons beat the Cardinals. Cowboys beat the Giants. And Seahawks beat the Commanders. Okay, go to week 11. We've got Ravens beating the Bengals. We got the Dolphins beating the Raiders. I say the Browns will go ahead and upset the Steelers right here. Jags beat the Titans. Bills beat the Jets. Texans beat the Cardinals. I'm gonna say the Packers get an upset against the Chargers. And I'm gonna say the Broncos get an upset against the Vikings. This is gonna be a good game. Super Bowl rematch. Uh, since it's in Arrowhead, I'm gonna go ahead and go Chiefs. If it was in Philly, I'd probably lean Eagles, to be honest. Then I'm gonna say Lions. I'm gonna say Cowboys. Uh, we'll go Commanders for this one. We'll go 49ers. We'll go Seahawks. Okay, jumping over to week 12. Say the Jets beat the Dolphins. Say the Bengals beat the Steelers. I say the Texans get an upset against the Jags. I think the Browns get a win against the Broncos. Chiefs beat the Raiders. We'll say Chargers beat the Ravens. Say Giants beat the Patriots. Colts beat the Bucks. I'm gonna say this is really tough. This is a tough game. I feel like this is gonna be closer than people think. I'm gonna go ahead and go Panthers here though. That's gonna be close. I'm gonna go Eagles right here. I'm gonna go Lions, Cowboys. We'll go Seahawks this time. We'll go Falcons. Let's see, Cardinals and Rams. I'm gonna say the Cardinals go ahead and win this game. And then we get the Vikings beating the Bears. We have we'll say the Patriots get a win against the Chargers right here. Titans beat the Colts. Say the Texans get another win. Texans have some pretty easy and winnable games on their schedule. Like low key, they're kind of coming for that division. That's kind of interesting. Like I'm not necessarily like high on the Texans this year, but they've got some pretty easy games. Like they could win the division just because of easy games. I am gonna say the Jags. I'm gonna say the Jags beat the Bengals right here. I'm gonna go Dolphins. I'm gonna go Steelers. I'm gonna go Jets. I'm gonna go Browns. I'm gonna go Chiefs. I'm gonna go Cowboys. I'm gonna go Panthers. I'm gonna say Saints win that one. I'm gonna say Eagles win this one. Okay, and then we got week 14 right here. And I'm going to say the Steelers beat the Patriots. I'm going to say... Yeah, I'm going to say the Browns get an upset against the Jags. Say Jets beat the Texans. Bengals beat the Colts. Chiefs beat the Bills. Chargers beat the Broncos. Dolphins beat the Titans. You know what? No, I think the Titans are gonna run really well against the Dolphins. I think Derrick Henry could have a really good game that game. I'm gonna say Ravens over the Rams. I'm gonna say Raiders over the Vikings. I'm gonna say Falcons over the Bucks. I'm gonna say Bears over the Lions. I'm gonna say Saints over the Panthers. Although I could honestly see the Panthers sweeping the Saints this year. I really could. Just throwing that out there. Because they did sweep them this last year, and I do think the Panthers improved more. But we'll go Saints right here. We'll go 49ers. Cowboys beat them early on. I'm going to say Eagles take this win. Then we go Giants. Jumping into week 15. Sorry, I just had to make sure I was still recording. I'm gonna say the Raiders go ahead and get an upset win right here against the Chargers. I'm gonna say the Colts get an upset win over the Steelers. Dolphins beat the Jets. Titans beat the Texans. Jags beat the Ravens. Chiefs beat the Patriots. Browns beat the Bears. Lions beat the Broncos. Bengals beat the 49ers. Vikings. Wow, I don't know why I said 49ers. Bengals beating the Vikings. We'll say Bills beating the Cowboys. We'll say Panthers beat the Falcons. We'll say Packers beating the Bucks. Saints beating the Giants. 49ers beating the Cards. Rams beating the Commanders. And I'm going to say Eagles beat the Seahawks. Okay, going over to week 16. We have 3 weeks left. And then we got playoffs. Maybe I'll do playoffs in a separate video, though. I think I'll do playoffs in a separate video. This is just going to be regular season. I do think the Steelers will go ahead and win this one against the Bengals. Chargers beating the Bills. I'm going to say the Texans get one against the Browns. I'm going to say Patriots beat the Broncos. I really don't think the Broncos are going to improve much this year. I really don't. Go Chiefs. Jets. I'm gonna say Anthony Richardson and the Colts get a win here against the Falcons. Then we go Titans. Then Jags. I'm gonna go Cowboys, Niners, Saints, Panthers. Though that could be a trap game if Jordan Love plays well. I'm gonna go Lions, Bears, and Eagles. Okay, we got 2 more weeks. Gonna go. I'm gonna say Jets, Colts, Ravens, Bills. I'm gonna go Titans. I think I'm gonna go Bengals right here to beat the Chiefs. Broncos to beat the Chargers. Jags to beat the Panthers. Seahawks beat the Steelers. Say Cowboys beat the Lions. Eagles beat the Cardinals. Giants beat the Rams. Niners beat the Commanders. We'll say Bucks beat the Saints. I'm going to say Falcons beat the Bears, actually. I'm going to go Vikings beat the Packers. And last week of the season to determine who your playoff teams are. Is it going to click? I don't know why it's not. Here we go. Okay. So then I'm going to say Jets. I'm going to say they win it. I'm going to say Bills beat the Dolphins. It is in Baltimore, so it's going to be really close. I'm going to go ahead and go Ravens right here, but I could very well see the Steelers pulling that out. I'm going to go Bengals with this game. Then I'm going to go, say Colts beat the Texans right here. I don't think the Jaguars even can win like a home field advantage right here. So I think they're going to rest their starters and the Titans win and get into the playoffs. Then I'm going to say Chiefs honestly do the same. I think they'll rest their starters as well. And then we got Raiders beat the Broncos. Panthers beat the Bucks. Cowboys beat the Commanders. I'm going to say Giants beat the Eagles. I'm going to say Lions. Yeah, Lions beat the Vikings. Packers beat the Bears. Saints beat the Falcons. I'm going to say Seahawks beat the Cardinals. And 49ers beat the Rams. So your AFC standings are the number 1 seed is the Bengals. Number 2 seed is the Chiefs. Number 3 seed is the Bills. Number 4 seed is the Jaguars. Number 5 seed is the Jets. Number 6 seed is the Titans. Number 7 seed is the Ravens. I think that's pretty realistic. I mean, you could maybe see Dolphins sneaking in. You could see the Chargers sneaking in, and you could see the Steelers sneaking in. So, but I think that's pretty good. That matches up with what I would have expected. NFC, your number 1 seed is 49ers. Number 2 seed is your Dallas Cowboys, but also tied with the Eagles, so that's just, divisional win. Number 3 seed is your Lions. Number 4 seed is the Panthers. I just realized you guys can't even see this. Let me just click on wild card round. So, yeah, you guys can see all of the seeds except for number 1 right here. Let me go ahead and I'm going to expand the page right here so that you guys can see the records. If I can figure it out. Gosh, I'm stupid. Okay, yeah, so you can see all the records along the side right here. I'll drag through them all. Okay, see all the AFC records. Then NFC. I know I'm dragging this page way too far, but there's that. There's your NFC seeds. So let me know what you thought of these predictions in the comments section below. I know there's going to be a lot that you guys disagree with, but let me know. Again, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, guys. This took about 45 minutes to record, so definitely make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And make sure to keep an eye out for the playoff predictions coming out soon. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Later.